go sailing.
And before we go sailing, we need to weigh anchor, which is just fun sailor speak for pulling the anchor up. To weigh anchor, our first step is we designate jobs. So there's kind of generally 2 jobs to anchor. One is helm.
And the other is going to be pulling up the anchor. I'm gonna go to the bow and raise the anchor.
And I'll be at the helm driving the boat.
Let's go.
Okay, so at the helm, my first job is to turn on all the instruments, which I've done here. Next job is to move the Versa helm over 1 notch so I have accessibility to the throttles. And then I lock that helm, so in case we need to back up, we don't have our rudders move. And then I need to start the engine, so let's do that now.
All right, I'm going to prepare to raise the anchor. First, I gotta get our bridle. We have a retrieval line set up right here. As I pull this up, I'm gonna be pressing this button right down here and coordinating with the helmsman where the anchor is. So we wanna pull the chain vertically to the boat. We don't wanna overload the windlass, so we're bringing the boat by motoring forward to the anchor, not bringing the chain up with the boat.
All right, our engines are started and warming up. Perfect opportunity to let them warm up while Amanda's at the bow pulling up the bridle. Today we have very light winds, so it's totally possible to pull up the bridle even before you get the engine started. In heavier winds though, we like to get that engine started before we do the bridle because we're trying to avoid the chain hitting the bows.
Are you ready?
Yep, 1 second. So while Amanda's getting the bridle ready, one of my jobs here at Helm is to watch all around the boat, and I want to look for swimmers in the water, maybe oncoming boats, many obstructions that we might face. So I'm getting an all-around view before we get going.
And both of us have to be ready to go, so I'm ready.
Yep, I am ready too. We're good to go.
All right.
Let's pull up anchor.
Let's go.
All right, Amanda's telling me to motor forward, so I'm gonna motor forward just a little bit. I look sideways for a point of reference to see how fast I'm moving forward. Let's put it in neutral now, let the boat drift forward. That just gets the pressure off of the bridle. Okay, we're hovering in position while Amanda's pulling up the bridle gear.
And I'm gonna wait until it gets to the box. I'm gonna pull it through. This is where I get a little wet, but we're ready to sail, so we're always ready to get wet.
Now it's my job at the helm to keep the boat pointed into the wind. We don't want to drift off, and I don't want to create a lot of slack in that anchor.
Go, and I just pull the bridle forward and pretty taut. And I come back and secure it to a cleat. And while I'm securing, Darren is hovering us so that the chain doesn't go underneath the bow or get caught around something else. So I'm gonna tidy this retrieval line with the shackle. And if weather is inclement or this needs to get done really fast so that we need to pull up anchor immediately, we can always do this later. So I'm just doing this now because we have plenty of time. It's quite calm.
So I'm still looking around for any traffic, swimmers in the water if you're in a particularly busy anchorage. Yeah, I'd just like to make sure that we're clear of everything, which we are. No one's around. This is beautiful, beautiful day. So Amanda's still working on that gear. Our bow's starting to blow off a little bit, so I'm just gonna turn the boat to the left back into the wind.
And that's set. All right. Now it's just your basic bringing up the anchor. All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. And
Okay, so she's giving me the hold command, so I'm just going to hover here. Again, I'm looking sideways for a range, getting a point that's close and a point that's far, and make sure I'm not moving. We're holding in spot.
so I'm just holding a neutral symbol to him because the anchor chain is just straight down, so it's vertical to the boat. Okay, now I just need a little
Okay,
forward.
she wants a little bit of forward, so I'm going to do forward both engines.
As we bring the
Forward.
boat to the anchor. Okay, we hear that load on the windlass. I'm gonna give him neutral.
And we're moving forward about half a knot. This is perfect. She's giving me the neutral sign.
And as the boat comes up towards it, the anchor is lifting out of the ground or the substrate. Ah, I feel that. That really, like, we're digging down because we're pulling up the anchor.
I'm in neutral, though we're still moving forward over the anchor, which is okay. Oh, it'll help pull the fluke out of that sand.
And you can do this very patiently. You don't want to hurt your windlass overloading it. So I'm doing little jogs of the up button, and I think it sounds like it's free now. So I'm going to tell Darren, give him my anchor is free.
She's giving me the loose sign. So the anchor is loose off of the seabed.
So that he knows we are no longer connected to Mother Earth.
It's my job to still keep the boat into the wind. I can't navigate yet. I have to stay in place because we still have gear in the water.
So the boat could be moving around if there's more wind, and he needs to just keep us right here until we bring the anchor home.
I'm just keeping the boat pointed into the wind until she tells me we're free to navigate. She's giving me the symbol anchor's coming up. I'm still just going to hover here.
Ta-da! And as I'm bringing it up, I don't want to just hold down the button. I want it to softly get into its cradle. Like that. And now I'm going to secure it with a safety line here. Just in case this windlass decided to let out. I'd rather not see all of that anchor chain going out onto the ocean floor or get caught in the prop or our dagger boards. So I'd rather it spill into this anchor locker chain, and that will make that do.
And I'm still hovering in position while Amanda's securing that anchor.
The anchor is secure. We are free to navigate.
All right, free to navigate.
Let's go.
So that tells me that all the gear is up out of the water, and I can now move forward, get out of the anchorage. As I power forward, I'm going to switch back to the helm so I can unlock the helm. Once we're doing above 2.5 knots, I just put both engines at the same speed and use the helm to turn. Well, that was an excellent operation. Good job.
Good job. We're going to go sailing now, but we'll show you how to deploy the anchor and set the anchor later on today.
Yeah, let's get out of this anchorage and go sailing.
Perfect.